Hey, this is Josh, your host from the Brothers and Friends podcast. We are on our way to Florida to celebrate our very own Gary and his wife Samantha on their 20th wedding anniversary. Be on the lookout for our very first video podcast as we shoot an episode in Florida. But in the meantime, please enjoy this episode that was never released. See ya soon.
Hey, so I was listening to the Breakfast Club the other day, and they had a topic. It was about the BET Award show, the Hip Hop and Soul Train Awards to be specific, and they were talking about how these shows were right now suspended. So they may not go forward. They or they might be canceled because they're not making enough money. So I'm gonna pose this question to the panel. Like, what say y'all about that? Like, should Black people be invested in it to preserve it, or what can we do better to preserve viewership, sponsorships, or attendance?
I say
I
let them
think
go.
I don't know. Yeah. I
Let
think
them go.
yeah. Like to me, like I don't watch it. But I think if it was maybe streamed instead of like expecting it to be live and everybody watching it live, because a lot of people just go and watch YouTube clips of what like the funniest or the popular moment is. So I feel like just record it and stream it at this point.
So should it be an important thing, or
I mean, I think the award shows will always have like cultural importance, or at least like BET, NAACP, like those
Mhm.
uh black centric award shows. The I think the issue is now is that yeah, the award shows are expensive to put on. You have all of these artists and they pay for them to perform, or the artist pays for them to perform, and you have these situations where like no one's really watching them just because like the names aren't really big. Like established artists know at this point that award shows can only extend so far. So only newer artists I feel like are really getting the exposure on award shows. Like they where like I don't know. I remember like in the past, or I remember growing up and watching like Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston, like Patti LaBelle, like big names constantly at award shows. Like even if they weren't performing, they were always there. Whereas like now, only the littles are coming, like the little babies and the little Waynes.
I agree with you, and that's what one of the hosts on the Breakfast Club were talking about. Like, if you get the and this is goes for any type of award shows, the Grammys, Emmys, whatever. If you get the biggest artists to actually attend, because they said even some of the bigger name artists aren't attending, but like with the exception of this last one, I guess that Kevin Hart did when he hosted or whatever, it was one of the more well run shows, shall we say, where we treated it in esteem. And I think it's kind of gotten out of hand after a while. So BET, like the hip hop awards or whatever, has gotten like a bad rap a little bit too. That has something to do with it. But if you get like the bigger name artists to show, then you get more viewership too with that.
I mean, like if BT came out and said like if they're not getting more viewerships, they will cancel the award show. I would probably try to view it to save it. I feel like it's something that Black people need to have. BT should have, even if it is just for the young people coming up in the game that they need. As Greg said, young people probably need them. Young growing artists probably need them. I mean, we should still try to support if we, because I truly do love music. I love music, so I always try to support it for the youngers that's coming up in the game. Even if I don't agree with everybody on the stage or performing, I still try to support it.
But when was the last time anybody like sat down and watched the whole thing?
If it comes on live and I'm available to do it, I will. But other than that, yeah, you're right. It
I'm
is
probably
like
in
the
my 20s.
highlights. And
But
I
to
guess that
me,
that was one of the things that they also bring up too. That they try to reshape it in today's landscape. What does an award show look like in today's landscape? Because that goes across the board for all award shows. It's just that they're focusing on BET right now, but BET is on the lower spectrum, versus like the Grammys, Emmys, that type of thing.
And who's running the operation too? Like, do they have young people back there, like young, fresh minds, to kind of see what the people want? Because I feel like the BT Awards aren't even like really aiming towards our age group. So, like I said, for the older, like I think if you're over 40 and you like to watch the BT Awards,
We're looking for the
like it,
tributes.
yeah,
Like our artists are being
like yeah.
tributed.
So are they? Yeah, so are they out there looking like asking like the college students like what they want? I think that's kind of where they need to be aiming it to kind of get back out to where they want to be.
But this is the Brothers and Friends podcast. We got today. We got Gary. What up today, Gary?
What up?
We got Chris. What's up, Chris?
Yo, what it do?
Freddie T's in the building. What up?
Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo.
All right. What up, Greg?
I was honored
Hello,
to pass.
everyone. Hi.
It was your Vanilla Ice tribute.
Oh man, but we got some time. We got some topics we're gonna talk about today. Greg, what you want to talk about?
Yo, so I was wondering, what was the last movie or show that you watched that like brought a tear to your eye? I'll tell you mine. It was this show, I think it's called In the Eye of the Storm. It's this reality show I found on HBO Max where it's these people who escaped like terrible natural disasters like tornadoes, hurricanes, things of that nature, and they're like filming it, but like they have their camera rolling at the time and you can like hear them screaming in terror. So like I don't know, something about hearing someone like in their total fear of like almost dying. I don't know, it touched me a little bit. So what have y'all watched that made you cry?
I think I'm gonna send a tribute out. I think it was the great Lenny Williams that made the tears fill up in the wells of my eyes. The last show, it was actually a movie I watched was Lilo and Stitch, the non-animated version. It was a scene where Stitch was doing all he could, and he basically fell to the bottom of the ocean, and he was so dense that Lilo couldn't pick him up, and she got sad, and everybody was sad because Lilo was just stuck at the bottom of the ocean, and no one can carry him up. So kind of started getting whales because everybody was getting sad, and Lilo was this strong character that everybody was starting to begin to love, even though he was doing menacing things. He was still touching the hearts of the people that knew him at heart. But that was the last thing.
Josh, what about you?
If I'm actually an emotional person, so I cry a lot during TV shows when it's an emotional part. So I don't know when the last time I cried. That's how many times.
90-Day Fiance episode.
So yesterday,
Probably yesterday.
What's up
Probably yesterday. Probably last week. Like my wife would probably tell you, like, so I'm gonna probably tell you it's probably Pursuit of Happiness, but it's probably not. It's probably
Pursuit
not.
of Happiness.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying. It's probably not. That's the last time I remember crying.
I love that. I love that movie.
I do too.
When did you watch it?
A long time ago. I don't watch it again because it's gonna make me cry. Like, I won't watch stuff again that's gonna make me cry that much. I'm like, I can't do it. Which is why I don't watch the other one with Michael B. Jordan.
Fruitville Station.
Fruitville Station.
Yes, that movie breaks me.
It kills me. I'm like, I can't watch this.
I cannot watch it.
So like any movie, I'm pretty sure it was a TV show though, my recent one, but I don't remember which TV show it was. Like, I remember I was with Wendy and she asked me like, "Are you crying?" I was like, "It's so emotional right now."
She gave you that look.
Yeah, I don't remember though. I cried too much. It's been too many times.
For me,
Chris, what about you?
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh yeah, for me, it definitely was a show, and I'm the same way. Like if a show or a movie makes me cry, I can't revisit it. But if it's so good, but I love true crime stuff, and it was this show on Netflix called "The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez." It's like a
Mm.
six-part true documentary about how the system failed this. I think he was 7 or 8 years old, little boy, and they just kept putting him back with his abusive parents, and they never checked up on him. Like his foster, I think it was his true actual mom and stepdad was like locking him up in a box, a closet, and
Mm-hmm.
just true horrible abuse. And like they actually showed some of the his wounds, his autopsy on the show, and that was tough to watch, man. Especially having like a little boy the same age. It was ugly, and it was like like ugly cry. Like oh
Oof.
man,
Oh, you let it go.
Oh man.
It wasn't just a tear. You just like,
nah, this was like this is
Okay.
horrible. It's hard,
Like
horrible.
like sniffling.
Yeah, sniffling cry, like man.
oh,
Wow.
But yeah, I would recommend it. It's heavy to watch, but yeah, I can't revisit it.
Gary, what about you?
Okay, so I got just a few, but my cartoon one would be The Lion King.
That was the last thing that you watched that made you cry?
That was well, it wasn't the last one. It's one of the ones. I'm sorry, I was just naming
No.
one of.
He was
Oh,
following Josh. He was just naming
Yeah.
something random. He couldn't remember.
the Lion King.
Yeah, Lion King.
Like when it was new.
Talking about the remake.
You were a child? We're not talking about
The original.
children movies.
The original Lion King. Yeah, that made that because I don't normally tear up during a movie. It might touch me, but you know. But I will say this: another one that kind of got me. I would say emotional. I don't know if I was like had tears. Actually, two. Walking Dead when they kill what's his name, the little Asian kid.
Oh yeah, that was my guy. I don't know his name.
When
Glenn.
Keegan killed him.
Yeah, Glenn.
Glenn, yes. Yeah, that whole episode because they built it up, and I would watch the little after episode thing, so I was invested. So when that happened, I was just like that's fucked up. like you know, so then Avengers Endgame, Tony Stark, sacrifice for the team.
When he faded.
Yeah, and they did the whole funeral scene, and Pepper Potts leaned over and told him, he was like, Tony, you can rest now. And his light faded out, and I was like, oh.
You know, I got emotional during the end game, but I think it was because I knew that no more were coming out. It was like, this is the end.
Because that was the best one so far.
Oh, and then Black Panther, man, the new one when they
Oh
showed
yeah,
that was
at the beginning.
That was
sad.
I won't revisit that movie ever again either. I would skip like the first 15 minutes.
I mean, I watched that movie.
15 minutes.
I watched that movie a lot.
It's sad.
That goes back to Gary. You got to watch the whole thing to honor. You got to show honor to the past.
Thank you.
I did.
To King T'Challa.
I had to keep honoring it every time.
Yeah, you got to keep going back to the funeral, man. Go back every time. It's a part of the story.
What did Mufasa say? Remember.
How many times y'all go back to go see Dad's funeral? You go see Dad.
It wasn't recorded.
You honor, but you go see the graveyard. Though. You go see it.
I mean,
you go see it.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah,
it's been
but
a while for me.
yeah. I mean, it's probably been.
Y'all honor Dad. Y'all honor.
But
Dad?
I look at this picture. I got a picture.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there this year.
I got a T-shirt of a Chadwick Boseman, so I'm honoring him by wearing that.
Okay.
I don't gotta watch.
All right.
I don't gotta watch the show. I don't gotta watch.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Cool.
I am like Chris though.
Don't be afraid of your tears.
If it's one of those like really like a tearjerker, yeah, I don't go back and watch it.
I like going back and watching tearjerker, especially like if you need to get out a good cry. Man, yeah, put on a good Fruitvale Station movie.
But it can't be a documentary. It can't be a true story. I'm not gonna keep going back and watching a true story.
Man.
Yeah, I know. That's definitely
So for me, one of those was that really got me. Dang, I guess that would have been the one, but I wasn't trying to go that serious. I mess around, and this was a few years ago. It's over 10 years ago. Never mind. where I watched the Emmett Till documentary for the first time.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh,
That'll do it.
that
No.
screwed me up because I heard about it, but I didn't know until I watched like
Hmm.
the full documentary, and I was like, oh yeah, that hurt my heart. I let out an ugly cry for that one.
Mm. We're here
We
for the
all need,
sniffles.
yeah, we all need them ugly cries during our TV shows. For you listen, for you listeners out there, uh, let us know. Comment below and let us know your favorite TV show that or movie that made you cry.
Your
Greg,
ugly
you got
cry
another.
show.
Yep, the ugly cry show. Greg, you got another topic you wanted to talk about today?
Yeah. Question: have y'all ever had a friend that was perping on social media, just like posting things that you know that they weren't doing, they weren't doing or didn't have? They were just on here, just faking the funk. And did you say something to them about it?
Why don't you start?
I have. I had a friend that I knew that he came to pick me up from the mall, and when he did, he had taken a picture of like the front of the mall and had put a caption that said like retail therapy. Although I was with him the majority of the time, he didn't buy anything. He wasn't there shopping. He was literally there just to pick me up. Like that was just a post it just seemed fake. And he was also like the type that would um like rent cars and floss and make it seem like those were his and they weren't. So like to me, he was just a perpetrator anyway. But I never said anything to him about it, just because you know if that's what you want to do. It's just weird. But like I don't trust anything I see on social media because of him.
I'll piggyback off of that. So like I'm on Twitter, and there's this community called like FinTwit, like financial Twitter, and there's a lot of posers on there that'll say they made 10x on this trade, and and so it's funny to me. I think it's their job, so I wouldn't call anybody out because I feel like that's if that's their hustle, that's their hustle. If it's even it's like it's immoral hustle, if you want to floss on social media to get clicks and views and scam or scheme, that's your thing.
But if that person was your friend, like someone that you knew personally and you cared about, and you knew that they're like on social media just lying, do you feel like you should say something to them?
I feel like if it gets to the point of legality, then yeah, I would step in. Because I follow this guy on YouTube, and that's his whole premise. Uh, he's called like pocket watching with JT, and he will
Oh Lord.
personally make it his. That's his whole show. Is he calls people out and exposes them on social media, and he does it for legality. Like he's a financial advisor, and then he'll actually call you out. But yeah, if anyone one of us was doing something like to borderline illegal, then yeah, I would like call you out. But if you're I don't think it's you're just out there flossing, faking the funk. Nah, like do your thing, man.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm with Chris. Like I said, if it comes to a legal standpoint, to where like something can happen legally, I probably would say something like if they were a friend. Um, Now, if they were if they were out there flossing, I might say something to them like, man, like you ain't got that car, like what you up here tripping? But I ain't gonna be like I ain't gonna tell them to stop doing it.
I had a
You're not gonna tell
variation.
them to stop.
I mean,
Nah,
not if they live your best life. Like
yeah.
I know the real you, like, but you might be trying to floss with somebody else. I don't know.
So I've had a variation of this topic, and it wasn't necessarily on social media, but had a friend that let's say and I'm just gonna give a scenario, we out of town or something like that, and it would be okay, we rented a car, but that person is saying like it's there. We meet some new people, so then they saying that car is like theirs, and and they saying that they got a job that they don't really have and all that. But
Is theirs for the is theirs for that week? Is their car that week?
Well,
they ain't lying.
And you know, but they talk about stuff that but they didn't prep me like, hey, back me up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there like,
so you're on the fly.
like really? Like what? Like you do know I'm sitting right here. Like I've had that happen. Yeah.
Now see that would make me hella uncomfortable, bro. Like, dog, stop lying. Like, not especially if I have to be involved and support your lie. And we doing this in real life. Nah.
Hey Greg, and then they do this thing where they tap you on the shoulder, like, right? Yeah. Like,
no, I'm not co-signing. So are you? So what about y'all? Are y'all gonna back up your friend if they ask you to lie in real life? Like, I'm just spitting this lie, and I need you to back it up. Are you gonna co-sign?
You better prep me up. Like, is this one of them things where I just need to back up a friend? Like,
what's the lie?
Yeah, I think I need to be. I think I need to be prepped. Like, because on the spot, I probably make some weird faces. It probably showing my face if I'm not prepped.
So let's say if like, okay, yeah, I see what you mean, but like maybe we got like some kind of real estate deal and we're flossing with a new car. I gotta prep you.
Like, if you're gonna say something to some people, like, you just need to let me know, like, hey, we gonna say this, you know, this, that, and the other. So like so I ain't like lost, like, yeah, we do.
Right.
Like they gonna, I don't want them to get that pause. Like, if you're gonna do something, I want to be able to make it flow to where I gotta have a pause to think about, like, what are you talking about? And then kind of like, oh yeah.
So okay. So let's just say like we all went to a concert or something like that, right? All right. But we telling somebody about our experience at the concert. But then I start to embellish and be like, yeah, we went backstage, and then all of a sudden, we bumped. Somebody bumped into me, and it was LL Cool J. Like, he was like,
yes,
whoa, man, and some stuff like that. And you sitting there knowing that this did not happen. Like, do you say something? Do you be like, you know, and they tap you on the shoulder, like, right, yeah, you remember? Because he told Greg like he liked his glasses.
Right. Now I'm in it. Now I'm a whole accessory to this lie.
And you got to come up with something on the fly.
That's
like, yeah, they got smudges on them, and
I got somebody in my family who's like that. Who, like, we will all have the same experience, but for some reason, when they retell the story, there's like all this extra stuff that never happened. Yeah. But like, they gotta make the story interesting. But I'm like, why are you? What? The story was fine as it is. You didn't have to add lies to it to make it more interesting. Because now nobody believes. Or at least I don't believe you because I know you lied. I was there. Yeah. Ugh, it's the worst.
Yeah. I mean, because I could see going along with it. Like, if one of us was single and we were like wingmanning for the other, like, that'd be a good scenario to where, like, all right. Like, you don't have to hype me up too much, but just like, hey, can you be my wingman? And then I already kind of know going in that you might say some stuff that ain't true. So I'm going to back you up because we already had the conversation that I'm going to be your wingman that night.
Ooh, another topic for later on. Will you be the wingman for your married friend?
That's why we don't allow new friends. No new friends. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
like, I have nothing else out of this topic. I mean, I don't.
No, like daydreaming.
My bad. I was waiting on Jess to come in. Like, yeah. So
I don't know if I ever gave my answer though.
Yeah, you did. You did. You daydreaming.
Josh, like, I gotta go.
I gotta think about this. I gotta
go. Like, man, wrap this up. Wrap this up.
Josh is already on to the next.
Wrap it up.
Oh my goodness.
I would not. I actually would. I wouldn't care. I would actually agree with Chris and Fred though. I wouldn't care if he was lying. So if one of my friends, if y'all was lying or flossing or something that wasn't true, I probably would go along with it. Like, oh, yeah, whatever. As long as you tell me to lie up front, and as long as ain't nothing as long as it's legal, I won't care. But like if you're doing
Ooh.
something that, but if you're doing like you flossing, you got a new car or something, yeah, I take the picture. What's going on? I want to get right there.
Going on new trips.
So, lay across that hood.
Hey, so this kind of goes to what Greg said, and this might, Greg, you're right. This might be a different topic for a different pod. But what if you got that infamous call, like the phone ring for Chris? It's like, hello. It's like, Chris, was Gary with you yesterday?
Yeah. I
Yes.
feel like
He was.
Yeah, that's like a joke. Like I feel like that's a joke, right? Like your wife calls each one of your friends, and everyone has a different answer. I'm like, yeah, he's right here on my couch. Oh yeah, he just left. Oh yeah, no, he just went to the bathroom. You know, like every one of us would have a different answer. But if we call her the friend, the girlfriend, or the wife, they'll be like, they'll actually tell the truth. Like, no, I haven't seen him.
And you know what? Actually, to go back to your topic, Greg, it was funny. I think this was on the Breakfast Club either this week or last week, but they were talking about how flossing can also harm somebody because now you might get robbed. So if I'm out here flossing
Right.
with saying I got this, that, and then I'm like taking pictures next to Lamborghinis that just be on the street, and then got all this money laying on my bed,
Yeah.
and taking pictures of it, like it could set you up to get jacked from the people that you sharing with.
Yeah.
I heard that. I don't know if I think it was Instagram. Like it's now a feature on there where they show your location
Yeah.
when you go. So they said you have to go in and manually like turn it off though. But yeah, there's a feature or something like that.
Yep. Be careful out there. Don't be fake flossing and stop lying.
It ain't roasted.
Right. Like, it's okay to just say, this is a rental car. I rent it, but it's mine for the week.
It still shows you got money.
I know some people who used to do that. They would rent nice cars and then go to Rent and Roll and change out the rims.
No.
So now you got custom
And then have
rims
to
on it.
for like a week, and then have to take it
for like
change it
a week
That's
or whatever.
That's a lot of money.
So let's say you're going to one of those things. So now you got a nice car with the rim, so it looks more custom when you go out.
I get it though.
out of town.
That friend I was talking about, he would rent cars for like a month at a time. So like, I get it. I mean, it's still stupid, but like, I mean, if you're really trying to be stupid, I'll rent this car for a month and then put rims on it. Why not?
I forgot about Rent and Roll.
I bet you when we go on our trip, people gonna be flossing in that mansion.
This is how I live. This is how I
Right.
live.
New crib alert. I just bought a house, y'all.
I don't want to see.
Hold up their
I
car
wanna see-
keys.
I don't want to see any of your posts.
Take my picture.
I don't want to see any of y'all pictures. I don't want to see any of y'all. I'm gonna be reading the captions on y'all pictures.
Oh,
I'll put on the,
Nope.
I just wake up every day and do my affirmations.
I'm riding around in my gated community in my golf cart right now.
Look at all my friends at my house warming.
Look at my personal chef, y'all.
I'm gonna be making a day. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm gonna make it my duty to just lie on social media.
This is crazy.
I know, but we should all do it. So everybody, so then all our common friends will be like, Greg said that was his spot. Like, nah, it was my spot. It was my spot.
Oh man,
That's funny.
Pick out the liar.
I guess the moral of the story is stop lying on social media. But that's I guess that's gonna be it. It's gonna wrap up our show for the day, guys. That was Brothers and Friends. It's been real. Later.
Peace.
Nah, but Greg, I think that's another topic for a podcast. I guess what we were just talking about as far as like within the group, like when we lie for somebody in the group.
Of course.
Yeah. So
I
Sam
love
called me
y'all.
and was like, "Is Gary over your house?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, he just left." And then she
You be
called
by the door,
Fred.
shut the door, like,
Right.
hey, that's an easy way to get out of it too. Like he just left. Hey, I don't know what
Oh,
he's
I'm
doing
like, no, he
afterwards.
just left.
Nah, he said he just left. I think he's headed over to Fred's house. You might want to call
Yeah.
him.
You might want to call implement Fred in it.
Right.
Yep.
Hey Fred, Sam calling you. The answer is yes. No matter what she says, yes.
No. Hold on, he over. I think he just I think he outside with my guinea pig.
I think there's a TikTok that did that too, where it's like they just call random friends to see what they say. Like, hey,
Yep.
so and the boyfriend or whatever is standing right there. Boyfriend and
Yeah.
girlfriend standing together. They in on it, but they want to see what their friends is gonna say.
Yep.
The bad liars do want to be like, yeah, I think he here.
Like, let me go find him.
Like,
Oh,
nah,
my
I ain't
man,
seen
just
that nigga
left.
all day.
I don't know if I would. Not without like proper warning, anyway. Like you can't like Sam can't call me and Gary didn't tell me like to prep this. Like,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like, what?
that's probably smart.
Yeah, like you can't like. I'm like, nah, he ain't here. Like,
I know.
Why would he be here?
Like, you want me to help? Like, I can help you. I can help you. I can help you look for him.
I know.
I'm all the way in Charlotte. Why he out here for?
I know. Cause then you gotta know if you're like lying to protect Gary or lying to save Gary. Cause what if Gary's missing and you say
Yeah, he's missing. Nah, he's over at Fred's house playing with his guinea pig.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they
but
gotta
Sam
move.
like, yeah,
They got to move the search to North Carolina.
yeah.
Now there's a whole documentary about a ring of friends that wasted hours and hours
I know.
on a missing friend.
They was lying and shit.
I know.
Oh,
So you gotta ask Sam why. Like, why do you want to know? Is
Wait a minute.
he missing?
Is he okay? Oh,
No,
yeah,
he ain't missing.
here.
What he here?
They be like, do you know where Gary is? Do you know where Gary is?
I know. Where did he tell you he was at?
Yes, that should be the first question. Where did he tell you he was gonna be? Like, if he told you he was coming here, then yes, Gary is here, or he's on his way. But that's a weird thing to say if you've already asked. What did he
Right.
tell you? But you gotta find out what he told her first, because if he's missing and she hasn't heard from him all day, then
Right.
saying he's over at my house is weird. No, he's not here. He's missing.
Ooh, that put our friendship to the test.
Call the
no.
cops.
See, like,
Yeah. Or what we need to do is when you see that name pop on the phone, you don't answer it right away. You call the spouse
Yup.
and then and then call them back like, hey, I just missed your call.
oh, I just missed your call. Yeah.
So, I just wanted to know if you and Jamila wanted to go out to eat with us.
What if I left my phone though? If my phone is there to the phone ring, then it's like,
Yo, why your wife calling me, dog?
You can't be scheming and sloppy, man. You gotta be you scheming. You gotta be tight.
be tight with it.
You gotta be tight.
What if it's in person? Do y'all do the look? You know how somebody do? They be like, they ask me questions like, "Was Gary with you yesterday?" And then you look at the other person like, that's the tail right there. Like, don't look at me. Like, because you sit over there like, like, come on, get this telepath. You're the same brain, like,
Yeah, you gotta tell me because I wouldn't catch on right away. I'd probably be like, nah, he wasn't with me. Like, you gotta tell me lie.
I'm gonna sit there under my breath. Josh, check your text. Check the text. Like, look at your phone. Like,
But see, you also gotta know like which friends are good at lying on their feet, because not everybody is good at lying. Some people are not really good at it.
shoot, who's good at lying, Green?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not a good liar.
Mm-mm. Lord,
But I think
that's
you
funny.
you got some friends that are good at lying, right,
Who, me?
Gary?
Thank you so much for listening to the Brothers and Friends podcast. Do you want to chime in on this week's topic? Well, leave us a comment for us to discuss on a future episode. But in the meantime, please follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Peace.